17 videos, 9.5 hours of podcasts, 10 minutes of your time. This was one of those weeks where everything hit at once. The Bitcoin conference in Las Vegas, Karpathy dropping a new playbook at Sequoia, a former BlackRock guy warning about a recession, Tesla's robotaxi moat getting mapped out by an insider, and the SEC chairman, the actual SEC chairman, showing up at a Bitcoin conference for the first time in history. If you're a small business owner or solo entrepreneur trying to use AI and tech to get ahead, this week gave you 5 rules to live by. Let's break them down. Rule number 1, stop writing code, start directing AI agents. Andrej Karpathy, the guy who literally invented the term vibe coding, got on stage at Sequoia's AI Ascent and said, "That phase is over. We're past it. We're now in what he calls software 3.0, agentic engineering." Here's what that means in plain English. You don't need to be a programmer anymore to build software. AI agents will plan it, write it, test it, and fix it. Your job is to be the director. You tell the AI what to build. You check its work. You bring the taste and the judgment. Karpathy showed a demo where he took a photo of a restaurant menu, just a boring text menu, and an AI agent built an app that overlaid photos of every dish onto it. No front-end code, no OCR scripts. He just told the agent what he wanted. One founder with clear thinking can now ship what used to take an entire engineering team. That's not hype. That's happening right now. But here's the catch, and this is the quote of the week. You can outsource your thinking, but you can't outsource your understanding. You still need to know your stuff. AI handles the execution. You bring the brains. Rule number 2. Your money needs a stack, just like your tech. Saylor got on stage in Vegas and broke down exactly how strategy turned Bitcoin, a volatile zero-yield asset, into a stable, high-yield money machine called STRC. It pays 11.5% annually, monthly, in cash, with a return of capital tax treatment that bumps the effective rate closer to 16 to 18%. But here's the bigger picture. Adam Livingston laid it out perfectly this week. You don't pick between Bitcoin, STRC, and MSTR. They're not competitors, they're a capital stack. Think of it like this. Bitcoin is your vault, pure digital capital. It just sits there and appreciates over time. STRC is your cash flow, digital credit. It pays you while you sleep. And MSTR, or your own business, is your growth engine, digital equity. That's where you swing for the fences. The SEC chairman showing up at Bitcoin conference and announcing they're done with regulation by enforcement. That's the green light. The legal risk that kept a lot of people on the sidelines, it's going away. Rule number 3, AI is going to destroy almost every business advantage you think you have. Build around what's scarce. Jordi Visser from 22V Research went on Bankless this week and dropped what might be the single most important idea of the year. Here's his thesis in plain English. AI makes everything abundant cheaper. Software, cheaper. Customer service, cheaper. Content, cheaper. Analysis, cheaper. When everything gets cheaper, only the scarce stuff goes up in value. So what's scarce? Bitcoin. There will only ever be 21 million. Proprietary data that nobody else has. Real relationships with real customers. Deep trust that takes years to build. Physical resources like energy, lithium, and memory chips. If your business can be replaced by someone prompting ChatGPT for 10 minutes, you don't have a business. You have a temp job. But if you've built something around data nobody else has, expertise nobody else has developed, or trust nobody else has earned, that's your moat. That's what AI can't touch. As Visser put it, this isn't a forecast. This is an inevitability. Rule number 4, do not bet your business on a single AI provider. Cold Fusion dropped a bombshell report this week. OpenAI is missing revenue targets, bleeding cash, can't fund their data centers. The Musk trial just started in Oakland. Microsoft is quietly opening Azure to non-OpenAI models. Partners are getting nervous. And over on This Week in Startups, Calacanis reported that Microsoft dropped its exclusive deal with OpenAI. That means OpenAI models are about to show up on Amazon and other clouds. Competition is about to heat up. Here's what this means for you. If you built your whole product on one API, one AI provider, you're one price hike or one shutdown away from disaster. The smart move is to build model-agnostic architecture. That's a fancy way of saying, make it easy to swap providers. Use Claude today, switch to Gemini tomorrow, Use an open source model next month. Keep your options open. And here's the real power move. While the big AI companies are fighting over infrastructure, you build the applications on top. Let them fight over who has the best model. You focus on solving a real problem for a real customer. Rule number 5. The messy 5% is where fortunes are made. A 15-year automotive engineer went anonymous this week to map out exactly why Tesla is winning the self-driving race. And the lesson applies to every AI business, not just cars. Here's the key insight. Getting AI to work 90 or 95% of the time, that's the easy part. Almost anyone can do it. But that last 5%, the weird edge cases, the unexpected situations, the stuff that doesn't show up in training data, that's where everyone else gives up. And that's where the real value lives. Tesla's moat isn't just their AI, it's verified real-world data at planetary scale. Millions of cars feeding back real driving data every day. You can't fake that with simulations. Same thing applies to your business. The entrepreneur who just demos an AI tool and calls it done, they'll get crushed. The entrepreneur who obsesses over the edge cases, the weird customer requests, the messy real-world data, the stuff that breaks, they build something nobody can copy. Now I got to give you the other side, because not everything this week was bullish. Edward Dowd, a former BlackRock portfolio manager, went on WT Finance and said flat out, a serious recession is coming in 2026. His argument? The AI infrastructure spending is a bubble. Companies are pouring hundreds of billions into data centers and chips, but the revenue isn't there to justify it. He compared it directly to the dot-com crash of 2000, when everyone overbuilt fiber optic cable. Here's the thing. He might be right. And if he is, here's the silver lining. When the bubble pops, compute power gets dirt cheap. Just like cheap bandwidth after the dot-com bust enabled YouTube, Netflix, and everything else we use today. So the play is, survive the winter, extend your runway. Don't burn cash on AI infrastructure you don't need. Focus on building lean applications that generate actual revenue right now. Keep some Bitcoin as a hedge, and design your tech so you can take advantage of cheap compute when it arrives. The founders who are still standing when compute costs collapse, they inherit the future. All right, here's your playbook. 5 rules, 5 actions. Rule 1, become the director. This week, install an AI coding or productivity tool. Cursor, Claude Code, or Copilot. Start using it today. Delegate execution to AI. You focus on direction and quality. Rule 2, build your capital stack. Look at your business treasury. Are you sitting on 100% cash losing value to inflation? Consider allocating a piece to Bitcoin for long-term storage and STRC for yield. Rule 3, build around scarcity. Audit your business. What do you have that AI can't replace? Your proprietary data, your customer relationships, your niche expertise. Double down on those. Everything else is getting commoditized. Rule 4, diversify your AI stack. If you're locked into one AI provider, start building flexibility this month. Model-agnostic architecture. It sounds complicated, but it just means don't paint yourself into a corner. Rule 5, own the messy 5%. Stop chasing the demo. Start obsessing over edge cases. That's where your competitors give up and where your real moat gets built. 17 videos, 9.5 hours of content, distilled into 5 rules you can use right now. The gold rush is happening. AI is rewriting how we build software, how we invest money, and how we compete. The rules changed this week. The SEC chairman said crypto is legit. Karpathy said stop coding and start directing. Saylor showed how to turn Bitcoin into a cash flow machine. And a former BlackRock guy warned that the easy money is about to dry up. The entrepreneurs who learn these 5 rules and actually act on them are going to have an advantage that compounds every single week. None of this is financial advice. All of it is actionable, and all of it is available to you right now. Subscribe for the next roundup. Drop a comment if any of this clicked. Full source list with links to all 17 videos is in the description. This is Ask Lucky, Entrepreneurial Alpha. 10 hours of podcasts, so you don't have to. See you next time.